We have been home long enough to pet the cat. That is not a euphemism.
We're beer vlogging from Evil Twin Brewing in Ridgewood, New York. Sweetie,
Yes.
I thought we were going to pet the cat. Sweetie, sing along with me. Why
No,
can't
I can't
we
sing.
be friends? Why can't we be friends? Why
Hun,
can't we?
I think we are friends.
Are
Yes.
we at Sam Raimi's Evil Twin Brewing in Ridgewood, New York?
We could get a cease and desist from Sam Raimi if you're telling people that it belongs to Sam Raimi.
Well, I will have involuntarily placed them into giving Sam Raimi free beers.
We have number 8. I thought of a cool name for this double IPA. That is what it's called. And it is a very hazy IPA, and it looks very delicious. And it smells very delicious. Smells very much like you would think a hazy IPA smells. I need to take a beer tasting class so that I can get more language on my lips.
Ooh, baby, baby.
It's very good. It's got a very full mouthfeel with the haziness. You can almost taste the unfiltered quality of the haziness. It's very sort of fruity, but there is a tiny bit of bitterness from the fact that it is a double IPA. But it is really good.
I thought of a cool name for this double IPA at Evil Twin Brewing in Sam Raimi territory. Sweetie Weetie,
Yes.
I most enjoyed that. Had I come here to drink this and I did not know what its name was,
Yeah.
I would come up with a cool name to call this. I am also a psychic friend networker because I just came up with a cool name for this double IPA.
They have a lot of weird names. Like they have one called, do you guys ever stay up late thinking about DIPA? There's another one called, I used to drink double IPA. I still do, but I used to too.
Is there a beer called I Know What You Did Last Summer with Sam Raimi? Well, you cannot ever say the word evil has been fully acquisitioned and commissioned and conquested by Sam Raimi. You just say evil and you say, oh, Sam Raimi. If someone says evil, you think Sam Raimi.
This is the Greenhouse Imperial Lager. And I just never heard of anything called an Imperial Lager, so I decided we should taste it. It has a very robust smell. Maybe malty? It's good. I have a growing appreciation for lagers. I was always sort of like poo-pooing them when I first became a fan of beer.
Sweetie, you're lots into lagers?
Maybe. I can see the appeal.
She's into loving lots of lagers.
This is
My Sweetie Weetie, who loves lots of lagers.
This is very smooth drinking, yet has a lot of subtle flavor. It's got a little bit of bite on the tongue, mostly, I think, just from the effervescence, not from a bitterness. Yeah, it's like a lager that's a little amped up in the taste. It's more lager than lager.
Greenhouse Imperial Lager at Evil Twin Brewing in Sam Raimiville, New York. I most enjoyed that. The planet Earth is 51% melted. I think the Greenhouse Imperial Lager is a great way to crush all the thoughts of global warming.
Maybe if everyone would just drink some Greenhouse Imperial Lager, everyone would mellow out and get along better and work together to save the planet.
Why can't we be friends? Sweetie, sing along with me. Why can't we be friends? Why can't we be friends? Why can't we?
I think we are friends.
Are we? Are we really friends, sweetie?
So much friends that I'm going to pour you some more beer. Next, we have a beer called E.T. Stay Home 12 Royal Treatment Sour Ale. It's got raspberry, blueberry, blackberry, sweet cherry, sour cherry, coconut, marshmallow, vanilla, and cocoa. Smells very, very berry, full of berries of all kinds. Yum. It's not very sour at all. It's almost got a viscosity to it, as if you melted some Jolly Ranchers and they were still a little sticky. It's delicious.
That sounds so pornographic, sweetie. That sounds so pornographic.
Jolly Ranchers feature in your sex life? I think that was before you knew me.
So sticky, Jolly Ranchers.
I didn't say I was going to have some fun with a Jolly Rancher. That's what she said. It's entirely delicious. It tastes like a beer made out of your grandma's homemade jelly.
E.T. Stay Home at Evil Twin Brewing in Sam Raimiville, New York. Sweetie, weetie, can I come and drink E.T. Go Homes with you? Will you phone me home?
I will phone you at home, yes. That might be the most delicious sour I've ever had.
Sweetie, weetie?
Yes.
We just had a technical crisis because the beer here and global warming is so damn hot. It melted our wonderful DJI Pocket 3.
You could have put it 6 inches to the right and it would have been in the shade.
Does 6 inches really make a difference, sweetie?
Yes.
There we have it.
All right, we have 2 beers left. Are you ready?
I am ready for this, sweetie. I will tell you that I like it like this. You're so damn hot. Along with the entire planet Earth.
We have a greenhouse amber lager.
How appropriate after our DJI Pocket 3 melted.
It is medium bodied with notes of toast, caramel, and malts. I am very interested to try this. It does smell very malty and sweet. Maybe a little toasty, but mostly malty. Quite delicious. Really delicious. It's got that kind of very clear, clean and crisp tiny bubbles that you have in lagers. They seem to me to have more of an effervescence sometimes than IPAs. Sort of slightly sweet from the maltiness. And it's just delicious. And it's just called Greenhouse Amber Lager.
Greenhouse Amber Lager. When you are in the hothouse of 2024 global warming.
Yes.
A greenhouse lager is such a fantastic thing to have.
Or maybe just if everybody drinks it, we can all be friends.
We can all be friends.
Now, we have something called Ashtray Heart, New York City version. It is a smoked porter poured with nitro, well-balanced flavors of dark chocolate and smoke. And boy, does it kind of smell like an ashtray. Man, does it smell smoky. It is delicious. It is so smoky. It's got a very full-bodied mouthfeel. Maybe a little bit of the dark chocolate I'm getting, but mostly smokiness. It's not too sweet at all. It's very delicious. Just because they call it Ashtray Heart, I cannot stop thinking that it does smell like my granddad's old cigar ashtray.
In the best possible way.
In the best possible way.
Ashtray Heart at Evil Twin Brewing in Sam Raimiville, New York.
Yes.
I most enjoyed that. If I were to smoke things, I might get an ashtray so that I could just fill it up with Ashtray Heart. I would want to invite Sam Raimi over and watch all 5 Evil Dead films.
I'm wondering if someone that worked here who's a brewer got their heart broken a lot, and that is why they call it Ashtray Heart. I would much rather have ashtrays full of Ashtray Heart. It is delicious. It's the kind of thing that really grows on you, like a fine wine that you appreciate more with every sip, unlike some people who just chug it like a Neanderthal. You look in our fridge, and it could be a college dorm room fridge because it's all full of caffeine-free Diet Coke. So snobby dudes watching their weight who only buy craft beer.
Sweetie,
what?
you have some bagels in your freezer.
Of course.